Rishi Sunak deliberately covered up the dire state of public finances in the build-up to the general election, a Labour frontbencher has claimed. Environment Secretary Steve Reed accused the former Tory government of politics of denial and cover-up, saying former ministers hid how bad things were. On Monday, Chancellor Rachel Reeves will tell MPs that she's discovered a £20 billion black hole in the public purse since taking office. Mr. Reed told Sky News Sunday Morning with Trevor Phillips, "The inheritance from the previous government has been catastrophic. They were spending money like there is no tomorrow. They called an election. They've run away and they're trying to deny it." The cabinet member said he and colleagues had been stunned by some of the things they'd uncovered, highlighting the crisis in Britain's prison and the eye-watering cost of the Rwanda deportation project. Ms. Reeves ordered an audit on government spending, and is set to present the results to the House of Commons on Monday. Quizzed on whether Labour really had no idea what to expect, he said, "It's not only that we didn't know, the Prime Minister deliberately covered it up." He went on to tell the BBC's Victoria Derbyshire that nasty surprises had been unearthed in government departments, including his own. He said, "The point is, we're going into our departments and we are finding additional pressures in year that nobody knew about, and the government had not disclosed. We found more in my department as well. So I've been looking at flood defences. It's not far off until the autumn, that's when we tend to move into the flood season. And we're finding that the condition of flood defences is far worse than we were led to believe. That, therefore, puts more pressure on the public finances, if you want to sort out." He said former ministers kept quiet about the extortionate cost of the Rwanda scheme, with an enormous £700 million spent, despite the Tories previously insisting this sum was less than £400 million. Last week Home Secretary Yvette Cooper told MPs that the Tories had committed to spending £10 billion on the partnership. It comes as Ms. Reeves faces calls to raise much-needed funds by raising taxes on the richest with a shake-up of capital gains tax and inheritance tax. A bombshell report by the Resolution Foundation found the Treasury could raise over £10 billion by targeting unearned wealth. Simon Pittaway, a senior economist at the think tank, said the UK has been riding the wave of a wealth boom, but the tax system has failed to keep up. He said, "Too many families have missed out on this wealth boom. Over 1 in 4 people say they wouldn't be able to pay an unexpected expense of £850, highlighting that too many families lack a basic financial safety net that even moderate levels of wealth can provide. Wealth taxes have failed to catch up too. Mr. Reed said a spending review process would be carried out to identify savings before taxes are looked at, but ruled out rises to income tax, VAT or national insurance. He told Times Radio, "In terms of individual taxes, we need to go through the spending review process so we can fully understand how we can generate efficiencies before looking at taxation. But we've ruled out increases in income tax, VAT and national insurance. We will not put up taxes on working people and we will seek to find efficiencies in the way government is operating so we can reduce the burden of taxation over the lifetime of this government." A government spokesman said Ms. Reeves' audit will show the previous administration made significant funding commitments for this financial year without knowing where the money would come from. It will reveal that Britain is broken. It could mean the Chancellor decides to pull the brakes on a number of infrastructure projects, such as the £500 million Restoring a Railway Fund and the A27 Arundel bypass. A £1.7 billion tunnel underneath Stonehenge could also be impacted.